Welcome to New Sky TV. The internet is exploding again. This time, it's because the behind-the-scenes photos are hilarious. Shen Haonan sits directly on Zhai Yiying's lap. The other side of the sun, Shen Haonan and Zhai Yiying, the most sweet CP in the short drama circle. Are they really going to officially announce their relationship? In the world of short dramas, Zhai Yiying and Shen Haonan, this magical chemistry has become a national obsession. After collaborating on 3 dramas, not only did the audience become increasingly captivated, but even the director couldn't help but exclaim, the chemistry between these two isn't acting, it's all naturally overflowing. Honestly, such an explosive on-screen couple is truly rare in the short drama circle. They were complete strangers when they first worked together, just 2 professional and clean-cut young actors. Unexpectedly, once filming began, it was as if they had rehearsed it dozens of times beforehand. A 3-second eye contact felt electrifying. A single smile could make the production assistants in front of the monitor stomp their feet in sweetness. Arguments were full of energy, and kissing scenes made the director blush. Later, Shen Haonan himself revealed, "The first time we met felt like we'd known each other for a long time." No wonder the audience said, they're not just playing a couple, they were meant to be together. That day, while promoting their new drama, the two taught each other dialects. Shen Haonan said seriously, "Come on, let me teach you the most authentic one, Zhai Yiying, I'll try not to laugh." But before she could finish the line, she laughed at herself, her shoulders shaking and tears streaming down her face. Shen Haonan looked at her and couldn't stop laughing. Comments, "These two have worked together on at least 10 dramas, right? They look like an old married couple. If I didn't know the truth, I would have thought they were a real couple." The latest behind-the-scenes footage has gone viral. During a break from filming, the two sat in the rest area. A staff member took out a camera and said, "Come on, let's take a mood photo." The next second, Shen Haonan actually plopped down on Zhai Yiying's lap. Zhai Yiying froze for half a second, then burst into laughter. "What are you doing?" Shen Haonan feigned innocence. "No, your seat is more stable." The staff member was instantly overwhelmed by the sweetness. "Are you two filming a drama, or a real-life dating story?" The behind-the-scenes footage immediately flooded the comments. "Who can resist this? I certainly can't. This sweetness is industrial grade, the kind without filters. You two are the most creative among short drama couples. Your new drama is even doing e-commerce." In their new drama, the two are not only a sweet main couple but also frequently interact and promote products. Then, in a different scene, Shen Haonan is seriously introducing a product, while Zhai Yiying is secretly mimicking his lip movements. He glances at her out of the corner of his eye, and the way they both try to suppress their laughter only makes it sweeter. Viewers exclaimed, "I'm not watching them promote products, I'm watching them fall in love." They're so immersed in the drama that they can't pull themselves out. The chemistry between them across 3 dramas has made their dynamic increasingly like that of a couple. Their eye contact, breathing, and emotional progression are all so precise, it's like they have a telepathic connection. The more you watch, the more you realize, it's not the short dramas that made them famous, but rather they made the short dramas addictive. The behind-the-scenes footage is incredibly sweet, the live streams are hilarious, and the new drama is so captivating. But the most contrasting and addictive moment is undoubtedly the leaked photos from their campus drama. That day, it was windy and rainy, and everyone on set was soaked to the bone in the footage. Zhai Yiying, with her hair in a high ponytail, looking thin and petite, is crouching in the rain in her school uniform, her shoulders trembling as she cries. Rain streamed down her bangs, making her look like a disheveled kitten abandoned by the world. Shen Haonan, holding a dark umbrella, stood before her, his voice low and steady, reciting mathematical formulas while shielding her from the rain. If in triangle ABC, mathematical formulas, coming from a boy's mouth, should have been cold and impersonal, but he spoke them with a tenderness akin to a confession. The online comments exploded. "The romance of science students is deadly. This isn't a campus drama, this is youthful passion. Give her the umbrella, give me the rain." But what's most heartwarming is, they're just as captivating off-screen. Actually, the two aren't as sweet as sugar in real life as everyone imagines. Zhai Yiying has worked with Wang Yili and K Chun, and back then, everyone praised her acting skills and steady pacing. But with Shen Haonan, they're always said to have an unbelievable chemistry. Why? Because even their unintentional little details are so sweet that it makes you wonder if the crew is constantly feeding them sugar. For example, in that behind-the-scenes clip, during a break, Zhai Yiying's hands were covered in water droplets, and she couldn't open a bottle cap. Shen Haonan didn't say a word, just reached out and easily opened it for her, as naturally as if it were a habit. The audience was so touched they screamed, "Isn't this the epitome of a love-struck couple?" Their movements are so practiced. Fans then stumbled upon another behind-the-scenes clip. Shen Haonan was incredibly emotional during a crying scene. Even after the director yelled cut, he couldn't stop, his eyes red and his chest heaving throughout. Then everyone realized he was so immersed in his role that even with her as his co-star, it was no wonder he sometimes couldn't tell if it was the character's emotion or his own genuine soft heart. No wonder outsiders often joked, "Their acting is so real, it makes you wonder if they're filming a movie or having a secret romance they dare not reveal." Their chemistry grew stronger with each film, becoming more and more intertwined, from campus to city life, from sweet to heartbreaking, from jokes to heart-fluttering moments. Every glance they exchanged felt like a new chapter in their story. The new drama starring these two is even more outrageously addictive, a short drama combined with e-commerce, so novel it's like bringing the future to the audience's screen ahead of time. Just as the plot was getting sweetly romantic, and the comments were flying everywhere, a button suddenly popped up at the bottom of the screen, "Same stethoscope, click here." The result, not only did everyone not feel pulled out of the story, but they were even more overwhelmed by the sweetness. Because in the scene where Shen Haonan was wearing a stethoscope, his white shirt slightly open, the veins on his wrists faintly visible, as he bent down to listen to a patient's heart, glancing sideways at Zhai Yiying, that focused and gentle feeling, it was as if he was using his doctor persona as a romantic filter. Viewers went crazy laughing, "Who would I be doing this job for if I didn't buy that stethoscope? Dr. Shen, I'm all for you. I'd even check into your department immediately. Even wearing a stethoscope makes me forget the plot, what else can I say?" Some say it's marketing, some say it's an upgrade to the business model, but many more are captivated by their naturalness. Whether they buy into the show or not isn't important. What matters is that every glance they exchange, every whispered conversation, every slow-motion approach in the drama feels so real. So real that it's hard to tell if it's just for the role or if they themselves are truly immersed in it. As for whether this on-screen chemistry is acting or if there's already some unspoken genuine emotion, no one in the production team explains, the actors don't deny it, and everyone's guessing only fuels the excitement. The director did say something profound, "Hate is harder to act than love." But it's rare to see a pairing that can carry a scene with just a glance these days. This statement drove the shippers even crazier. Because what does it mean? It means that these two are not acting out a romance, but letting love happen naturally. But what truly suffocates the audience is their unintentional yet perfectly timed emotional connection. For example, during a live streaming sales event, the director asked them to introduce a sleep aid spray. Zhai Yiying was carefully reading the ingredients on the bottle, while Shen Haonan stood beside her, seemingly lost in thought. Suddenly, he whispered a reminder, "Don't get too close, you'll choke." His tone was as soft as a whisper, yet as steady as if he'd said it countless times before. The two only exchanged a second of eye contact on camera, and the comments section exploded. This isn't a product endorsement, it's a tender moment before a quiet argument between lovers at home. Please respect the lives of single people. And there were even more outrageous comments. Once, during a night shoot, with strong winds and bright lights, Zhai Yiying's hair kept blowing into her face. Before her assistant could react, Shen Haonan casually lifted her hair and gently tucked it behind her ear, a movement so gentle it made one wonder if he'd practiced it. Netizens practically fainted on the spot. That technique is too practiced. Can acting be this natural? I don't believe they're just partners, I don't believe it. Yet, the two never explained, never avoided each other, and never deliberately distanced themselves. Thank you for watching the video. See you in the next video. Thank you.